Hello, welcome to the Mom series. It's been a while. I want to say hello to everyone and do a couple shout outs, talk about a couple things. Let's see, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm finally sitting down. I've been going since 2 o'clock in the morning. I've been really, I haven't been like keeping crazy hours or anything like that. Just last night because there was the lunar eclipse, total eclipse, blood moon, whatever. I actually ran around all day yesterday, Monday, it was a really busy Monday. So it was 80 degrees yesterday and gorgeous outside, and I wanted to get everything done because I had to go to the library because they had book concerts they were holding for me. I had to go up there, and I had windows open because Sunday was really beautiful, so that let a lot of pollen dust kind of stuff in. So I was like going in circles, dusting the same stuff over and over again. Every time I dusted, if the wind didn't blow back in, Dustin, my cat, would zoom by and his hair would go in the air. And every time I would brush Dustin, perfect name for Dustin, he spreads the dust. But I keep after him. I brush him a lot. And my vet told me I'm brushing him too much. She said, you're actually loosening his hair. Don't overbrush him. Because he's trying to regulate his body temperature and get used to it. I'm like, oh my god, this shredding is like, I need to have a vacuum cleaner in my hand every 5 seconds. And it's like everywhere. And I'm constantly like scrubbing all of my upholstery and doing laundry, and I can barely get out of the house because I'm like running around cleaning circles all day. And I have to go everywhere, like up to the blinds, down, the baseboards, the carpet, pull the furniture out, put it back, do the bedding, then go do the lint brush to everything all over again, the pillows, the just you know how pet hair. And then just not pet hair, but then last week the heat was broken and they were down there fixing the boiler room, and it was actually freezing last week. We didn't have any heat, and so they forced the heat out for people because we didn't have any heat. So they forced the heat, and that made a ton of the stuff in the boiler room come up to us. I feel like I'm a dusting fool and vacuum cleaner, and I'm just constantly dusting everything. You even open the windows a little bit, everything blows in. So yesterday I had the windows open all day, so I was running my dusting ton. And by the time I got out of here, I had already done my 10,000 steps. And I never realized how much the pedometer clocks your shift in your movement. It doesn't just clock a complete step, but like if you're pivoting and shifting and turning and moving, arching your feet, take another step, it clocks that. And then it also clocks, I noticed, when I'm going around the house I keep it on, and then when I go out I keep it on. And then when I sit down at the computer, well, when I'm in the kitchen cooking, I've got it on, but when I sit down at the computer, I've got a little like bicycle that I can pedal on underneath by my chair, and I just keep pedaling. And I didn't know that clock that too. So I'm getting my 10,000. I'm winning in my 10,000 club. I'm competing to keep moving. So I may move a little slower, but I'm moving. And I wanted to give a big thank you to Carrie Ainsworth and a big shout out about a book, The Whole Truth by Andrea Beaman. And you can go to AndreaBeaman.com if you want to know more about Andrea's story and what she does, but I can tell you that she authored this book. She's also authored a book called Whole Truth, How She Reclaims Her Health Naturally and How You Can Be. She is an accredited integrative nutritionist. She graduated from Kushi Institute, and she's a holistic health counselor and an accredited chef with the American Association of Drugless Practitioners. Yeah. And she was diagnosed with a slew of autoimmune illnesses. A ton of symptoms. Turned out to be that she had hypothyroidism. Hypo. I don't have hypo, I have hyperthyroidism with multinodular toxic goiters. So two different things. Andrea Beaman, she had gained a ton of weight and then had a ton of problems, and it didn't make sense because for the amount that she was eating, what she was doing, none of it added up. And you know, it seemed like each doctor she went to in their own specialty, they would find something. They kept going back to the thyroid. So when they found out that she was hypothyroid, what she realized pretty quick is they were giving her one choice only. Whether they took her thyroid out surgically or whether they radiated it and destroyed her thyroid or whatever nodule she had, she would still end up on synthetic medication, which they would say was natural and doing what the body did. But the American Medical Association could say that, but what endocrinologists do know is no. They know they're missing something by just taking care of the thyroid. They know that treating the thyroid is not the answer to why the thyroid is behaving the way it is. It has more to do with neurological, autoimmune, and a whole bunch of things. So she knew that too, and she went on a quest to heal herself, which I found some of the best holistic health counselors and integrative nutritionists have been through it themselves. Where I go to my neurologist's office, the nurse that cares for me there, she has lupus herself. She is a wonderful doctor, and she knows a lot of people in the wellness community. And she had to actually step away from find a good combination. Step away from a lot of the AMA, and more towards holistic and complement her health. And then the lady that was doing my tests in my neurologist's office, she was recovering from breast cancer, and she went for acupressure, acupuncture, wellness. She was able to do those things. I really wish Obamacare would include some acupressure, acupuncture, body work. I really do. And supplements instead of pharmacology. Yeah, that's what I wish. That's my greatest wish. And I'm calling it Obamacare, but I know it's not Obamacare. It's like the Affordable Care Act. But anyways, Carrie Ainsworth, thank you so much for this book. I was going to make awesome asparagus soup today, but because I bought a bundle of asparagus test try recipe, and it was so beautiful yesterday, and I didn't realize it was going to smell till I came home last night. And I don't know what I want to do with that. I usually just roast up or steam some asparagus, but then I got the awesome asparagus soup, so I had everything to make that. And I thought, oh, I have a little bit of basmati rice. I think I'll make some, like a long grain risotto, which is kind of hard to do, but I did it anyways. I mean, it's not going to come as creamy as a short grain rice, but I didn't have any jasmine, I didn't have any short grain, I had long grain, so I ended up making like a asparagus risotto, and I had a little bit of artichoke hearts to use up, and so I tossed those in there too, and it just made it more green and yummy looking. So there's my portion, and it's good. It's really good. Yes, I'm eating out of a dental cup. I don't need dentures. It's a denture cup. I have all these cups. Whenever I go for an MRI, they give me one of these cups to put my earrings in and my jewelry in, and I always say, can I take it home? And then I scrub it out, and I use them for measuring cups. I use them for little snack food. They're great. Good little lid. So anyways, AndreaBeaman.com, the whole truth. If you've been diagnosed with lupus, myasthenia gravis, scleroderma, psoriasis, alkalizing spondylosis, rheumatoid arthritis, I know I'm forgetting a ton of them, Crohn's, MS, like that, ALS, Huntington's, so many things that are autoimmune, rheumatoid arthritis. Check out what you're eating. Gluten. I'm not gluten intolerant, but I know I feel a whole heck of a lot better when I stay away from pasta. Yeah. When I stay away from the wheat bread, I feel a whole lot better. The jury's still out on whether you can eat seeds or you can't eat seeds if you have diverticulosis, which then you get diverticulitis. And so I tend to go ahead and try to do a little bit of some seeds once in a while. And I do believe that whole moderacy is important to get the whole balance. So, but there are supplements and there are certain things that you really do have to add to your diet. If you're hypothyroid, if you have Graves' disease, and God, if you're hyperthyroid, you know what I'm talking about. It affects your heart, it affects your bones, it affects your teeth, it affects your nails, it affects your hair, it affects your mood, it affects your behavior, it affects your muscles, it affects your speech, your coordination, your balance, your temperature, your digestion, your ability to absorb food, trace minerals, enzymes. Your thyroid does all that and more. But treating the thyroid is not the answer. Treating what caused the thyroid to do that. And I think it's a reaction to the environment and food and stress too. So thank you, Carrie, for the book. If any of you want to talk to Carrie, Carrie is a health coach and a wellness coach and integrative nutritionist also. She's in Michigan, and she is the daughter of Trudy Chase. So you can go to trudychase.com, and all of her contact information is there, and she just loves helping people get well physically in a natural way, and assisting them any way she can. And what I love about Carrie is that I think what Trudy and the truth imparted to her was the wisdom to look at the entire picture: spiritual, mind, emotional, and environment, everything. And she's made that her life mission, and it's really being manifested in her life. And thank you so much, Carrie. I can't wait till the Future of Habit comes out. I will be buying that, and feeling better making these recipes. So thank you, and thank you, Andrea Beaman. And I hope everyone's doing well. It is snowing here. Let me know what your weather is doing. And I will enjoy my asparagus risotto. Take care. Bye-bye.